Guys, welcome to my channel. Today, my channel is related to stats and opinions on sports and some other things of the world. And now we have to start the video. The title of our video is stat: how many deaths have occurred in cricket history of the cricketers. There are total 16 players that died during cricket match or being struck by a ball on the head or on body part or on something else, and that died after 1 day or 2 days, or on the spot they died in the cricket match. There are total 16 players that we are going to discuss about them, and the first death that occurred in the cricket history was of England player, and that was in the 17th century. Frederick Prince of Wales was a player of England who was died during a cricket match. He was hit by a cricket ball. He was hit by a cricket ball and he died in that way on the in the ground. The date of his date of death was on 20 March 1751. That was in 17th century. This incident happened in United Kingdom. The the second player of the cricket history that died by during cricket match was Jasper Winnell. That was also an England player. He was struck. His bat was struck onto his head. Oh, whatever. He was swinging the bat, and the bat struck on his head, and he died that way. And he died in the 16th century, the 28 August 1724. He was also an England player. His place of death was Hampstead Keynes, Sussex, England, United Kingdom. That was the city. Sussex is the city of United Kingdom, England. The third player who have died during a cricket match was George Summers. George Summers died during a cricket match. He was also an England player. He was struck on head by a ball. The ball struck on his head by a fast bowler. Uh, that was his cause of death, and the date on which he died. He died in the 18th century. The date of his date of death was 29th June 1870. His place of death also was the United Kingdom, but in Nottinghamshire. The fourth player to have died, who had died in cricket match was H.P. Lytton. He was also an England player. He was an England bowler. When he bowled the delivery during that match in which he died, the batsman struck the ball hard and he got hit on the head, and then he died. Return drive by the batsman. His date of death was 1872. He died in the 19th century. His place of death also was United Kingdom, Repton, Derbyshire, England, United Kingdom. The fifth player who had died during a cricket match was Frederick Randon. Frederick Randon died during a cricket match. He was struck on the head by a ball at Lord's 1881, from which he never fully recovered, dying in February 1883. He was died in Lord's Cricket Stadium, 1881. He was fully recovered, dying in February 1883. His date of death was 17th Feb 1883. His place of death was United Kingdom. He was also an England player. He died in United Kingdom, in Leicestershire. The the sixth player who have died in the cricket history was Arthur Allen. He died in the 20th century. The 17-year-old bowler who was struck by a return drive by the batsman he bowled. He was also a bowler, the young bowler among youngsters, and he died by the return drive by a batsman. His date of death was July 1921. His place of death, his place of death was United Kingdom, Cheshire, Roncombe. The seventh player who had died in cricket history also belongs to England. His cause of death was heart failure. During a cricket match, he got a heart attack, severe heart attack, and he died. His date of death was 23rd July 1942. He also died in he died in 20th century as well. His place, his spot of death was also was England in London. The eighth player who had died belonged to Pakistan during a cricket match. He was struck over the head by a ball. The ball struck his heart, whether it by a batsman. The date of death was 17th January 1959. He died at Karachi, Sindh, Pakistan. That's a city of lights in Pakistan. City of lights. It is also renowned as City of Lights, whole in the whole world. The eighth player, the the ninth player who had died during a cricket match was Michael Ainsworth. He died during a cricket match as well. He died in 28th century in the 80s, in the 70s of 20th century, and he died. His date of death was 28th August 1978. He died also in London, England. The ninth player was Wilf Slack. He collapsed while batting. He collapsed while batting, and that's why his cause of death. And the date of death was 15th January 1989. He died at Gambia, Banjul, Gambia. Gambia is the country, and Banjul is his city. The tenth player who had died in the cricket history was Ian Foley. He belonged to England, and the previous one also belonged to England. Uh, the Ian Foley. He was struck by a heart attack while being treated in hospital for eye injury sustained on the field. He had got an eye injury and heart attack as well, and in hospital he died later that day. And his date of death was 20 Feb 1998. He died in the late 20th century, almost 2 years to go to 21st century, and he died in Dhaka, and uh, he died in the late in the 90s of 20th century, 30th August 1993. He also died in England as well. White Salmon, Cumbria is the city of the United Kingdom. The 11th player who died in cricket history belongs to India. That player name was Raman Lamba. He was struck on the head by a ball while fielding. He was fielding that day, and the ball struck on his head. It was a severe stroke. That's why he died. And his date of death was 20 January Feb 1998, late 90s of 20th century. He died in Dhaka, Bangladesh. The match was happening in Dhaka, Bangladesh. The 11th player who had died in cricket history belongs to Pakistan. That was the player was of the team of Pakistan. The player name was Wasim Raja. He suffered a heart attack in the pitch. On the pitch, he suffered a heart attack due to the shortage of blood supply, and his date of death was 23rd August 2006. He died on 23rd August 2006. He died in Marlow. He died in England as well. Marlow, Buckinghamshire, England, United Kingdom. The 12th player who have died in the 13th player who have died in the cricket history was Darren Randall. Darren Randall belonged to South Africa. He died. He was struck on the head by a ball. The ball struck his head severely, harshly, and he died. His date of death was 27th October 2013. He died in Alice Eastern Cape, South Africa. He died in South Africa. The 14th player who have died in the cricket history was Philip Hughes. He was struck on the neck by a ball. Uh, a match was happening between the domestic cricket of Australia. He played from Western Australia. He was not out on 64, and he got it on the neck. The short ball, he was a left-handed batsman. He tried to pull that one over leg side, and he can't be able to do so. And the ball struck his head. He died after 2 days, being admitted into the hospital. He died on 27th November 2014. He died in Sydney, New Australia, South Wales, Australia. The 15th player who had died in the cricket history was Raymond Manscore. He had a stroke. He had a stroke, and that was his cause of death. He died on 20 November 2015 in Namibia. The Namibian player in Windhoek, Namibia. That's it. That was our video. If you like the video, then kindly please subscribe the channel, hit the like button and subscribe button and notification button as well. Stay blessed. Take care. Bye bye.